Welcome back to the program. It is the People's Voice on Voice of People Television. The Village Boys Movement, VBM, has exploded online and, of course, offline as a grassroots platform pitching prosperity and leadership by example against what it calls the city boy culture of wealth and assets tied to President Tinubu. It was unveiled in February by Obi-aligned supporters. VBM styles itself as a moral alternative ahead of 2027, with the founder, Nwafor Emmanuel Nkem, framing it as a bottom-up campaign rooted in village values, service, discipline, and sacrifices. The group has staged a 2 million man march across 14 states in March, intensifying pressure on the ADC to cede its presidential tickets to Peter Obi, who has appeared in Village Boys Movement branded gear and posted pro-movement messages. Rival cams cast the push as youth-driven rebranding of the obedient base. Critics note ADC's ideological fuzziness is still a thing that we have to, look into. But viral TikTok clips, celebrities' endorsements, and street mobilization keeps coming up, and the VBM keeps trending as a focal point of early 2027 opposition politics. When I'm being joined by Nwafor Emmanuel Nkem, the founder of Village Boys Movement, and of course, we're also being joined by his partner, Mwonye Chijoke, astute political and social analyst. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Welcome on board. How is UK today?
Yeah, UK is good. Yeah, an organized country. What do you expect?
I love that particular starting, and I think you should keep that energy. You said an organized country. What do I expect? I believe you know the meaning of what you just said. So I want to say that I want to continue that energy. Does this moral that you're talking about, does it actually give, the people of Village Boys Movement, will I say, a very smooth ride by saying that, oh, they are quite clean, they are not dubious, they are not this, they are not that, whatever, they are not, portraying anything, but they just want to support a very simple man to get the ticket and win the election? Or is this just about storytelling? Because some people are actually saying that, oh, the city boy movement came up first and you people saw it and decided to think of Village Boys Movement, that you don't have proper structure compared to them. I'd like you to give clarity. How did this Village Boy Movement started, and what's that vision and mission? What you guys have, as regards to structure that you want to put in place for the Village Boys? Please go ahead.
Thank you much for that question, Udo. Actually, the Village Boy Movement started. Is a divine call. It's a divine, will I say, divine knowledge that I got from nowhere. It started out of anger, out of disappointment, and majorly out of disappointment. Seeing people that we adore, people that we respect, being converted to city boys, errand boys. So some of us that are closer to these people, we are close to these guys that have been converted to city boys. We found it so disappointing that something in me just prompted me to do something, because I'm not the kind of person that engage in insult and all that. I found people online insulting them, telling them a whole lot of things, So, but I felt that we needed a strategy that is going to look like their own and probably dilute what they are doing, because what they wanted to do is to glorify wealth, show the people that, yeah, they are classy people, these are the city people, these are the happening guys, and then everybody will want to follow them. But it didn't work the way they planned, because it was as if they now feel like it's now the rich versus the poor. So, and when it comes to Nigeria, the poor are more in number than the rich. So that is
Okay.
why
So when you
yeah.
are now making it look like the poor versus the rich, I think I know you're trying to reach out to Nigerians' emotion. But there's this particular situation that is going on in the country as we speak. You've actually established, the fact that, a village boy movement came from, a divine, inspiration and all of that to counter, the people that you looked up to. And I don't have to go that far to know the people that you're talking about, the likes of Obi Nanyegu, Pascal, and the rest of them. Yeah, so I understand what it means for you. But just like we would say, everyone is entitled to their opinion and everyone have the right, their fundamental human right to choose any political affiliation or political party that they want to belong to. But this is where I'm coming to now. If you look at the whole situation in the ADC, I know that Village Boys want ADC and has been compelling, wanting ADC to cede the tickets, the presidential ticket, to Peter Obi. Village Boy wants that ticket by all means. But Atiku Abubakar is not looking like he wants to release such. Now, I love the fact that Kwankwaso has actually joined, the ADC, and we've actually seen, in as much as some people are actually trivializing it, Pitakwa 2027, meaning that Kwankwaso merging with Obi in ADC to run, which everybody is saying is a wonderful combo. Kwankwaso has his movement, Kwankwasians, and now Obi has the Village Boys movement, in as much as, of course, some obedience are still there. In as much as Kwankwaso has the Kwankwasia movement, the Obi has, the Village Boys movement, with the obedience. Now, the issue is, do you think that the ADC would finally cede that particular, ticket? Do you think that ADC, with the pressure you guys are mounting on ADC by saying, 2 million, match, a youth match for Obi and all of that, do you think that ADC would actually release the ticket and allow Obi, go for that particular position?
The only mistake the ADC will do is not to give Obi the ticket, because they don't want to repeat the mistake PDP made in 2023. People came out in masses to beg PDP to give Peter Obi the ticket. People were ready. A lot of influencers, a lot of big people in Nigeria, a lot of people that have followership, we are ready to die for Peter Obi. They were ready to do anything for Peter Obi to get the PDP ticket. But what did the PDP do? They zoned their tickets. They gave Atiku Abubakar the ticket. And that was the death of PDP. That was what happened to PDP. So if the ADC doesn't want what happened to PDP to happen to the ADC, they should find a way, any way possible, to give Peter Obi the ticket. And probably Peter Obi picks Kwankwaso as running mate. And that seals the election before 12 a.m. that day. So if they give Peter Obi the ticket, it energizes everybody, energizes the youth, energizes every young person. And they wouldn't even be spending so much in this election. They wouldn't believe what they will be getting throughout the campaign and throughout the election period.
Okay, so Chijioke, I'd like to get your take as regards to this. Just like your a person just mentioned, Emmanuel has said so much about, the Village Boys movement. What are the structures you guys have put in place? Because the problem now is, it is looking like the city boys are everywhere. And you know what it means for city boys to be everywhere. They've been to the east, the south, the north.
No, let me cut you. Let me cut you off there. Let me cut you off there.
What is the structure that you people are putting in place? Do you guys have, your states, local government coordinators and everywhere? Because the problem that happened the last time from the Obedience and Labour Party was that you didn't have you didn't have substantial, party agents. But now that you've actually created a new movement, what is the structure? Are you guys everywhere? What are your plans? I'd like to get this as clarity before we wrap up the show. Thank you. Please go ahead.
All right, thank you very much for that one. But first of all, I want to cut you off there where you said that the City Boys movement are everywhere. Please, can you remind me the last time you heard about the City Boys? Can you remember?
Before their convention, they were everywhere.
And everywhere, in what terms? Like, how were they everywhere? What happened? They were there with the rice and provision to give the people, and we are there to take it, So, well,
and Chijoke, just to add your point, in Imo State, it was really funny because the crowd actually, destroyed the barricade, and they went there, they picked the machine, they picked the rice and every other thing. But please go ahead. You have the ground. Please go ahead.
It's just the village boys or the people. When you say the village boys, we are not just classifying it to some setting of people. No, we mean the people who are tired of this government, who are tired of the sufferings, who are tired of the killings, who are tired of the corruptions, who are tired of the undeveloped healthcare system, who are tired of the poverty, the high rate of poverty that we are in, who are tired of the uneducation, the lack of educational systems, who are tired of the problems that this country is facing in. So when we talk about village boy, everyone is involved, and the structures that we are putting into place is we are not like everyone is saying that it's because of the city boy, that's why the village boy came out. No, we want to tell the people that we are different from the city boys. We don't have rights to share to everyone. Like we are not telling anyone to come and support us so that we'll give you this. No, we are coming out to tell everyone to come and support their conscience. So if you think that you are tired of this government, I don't think you need anyone to convince you to come out and fight for yourself. So the structure is this: that let everyone come out and support the right government, support the person that they want in power. And who is this person? P2B. So the structures is that if you come into this movement, or if you identify yourself as a village boy movement, you have one goal, which is what? The betterment of Nigeria. You have one intention in mind, which is what? The well-being and the future of our country. So we are not in competition with anybody. No. Of course, the city boys, they have the money to give us, which of course is our money. Of course, it's the government is giving them, and they're like giving us back what we deserve. But they're giving us in the wrong way. So, but in as much as they want to keep on giving us those things, we are not stupid. You understand? So let them keep bringing it, and we'll keep accepting it. But at the end of it all, there is no city boy structure without the village boy, because they have the money, but they need the poor people or the people that is not up to their level to come and take whatever they will give. The idea the city boy movement to come out and say, oh, and let everybody come and support the movement without bringing out a bag of rice or 2,000 or 1,000 to share. They went to UK. Look at what happened in the UK. They gave up to £500. That is up to £1 million. So for people to come and shout on your man, so you see, this is the strategy. This is the strategy of this government. It is their strategy. Put the people into poverty, keep suffering them, keep punishing them. Then at the end of it all, they will give the people no option than to come and shout on your mandate with the little kobo that they give them. You see, so this should tell you that the city boy is a movement on dead on arrival. The day that they announced it was the day the movement flopped. Because if you look at the people that they use, they are using the like of Obi Kubana, Chief Priest. Why? Why are they using these people? Why they not use the common man, the people that they know that use this way? Because they know they cannot, but they are doing this thing because these people are businessmen.
Okay.
All this while that we've known Obi Kubana and these people, they are all businessmen. So there is no way we can see these people and say, oh, they are doing this thing with the interest of the people. No. All this is they will come, oh, we the Igbos. They're not talking for us. Because the day Seyi Tinubu was there with them, the people were not there. They were there alone.
All right,
keep on saying that they are representing the people.
Thank you so much,
the structure is this. The structure of this movement is this. Everyone who is tired of this government, everyone who feels that Nigeria should be better than where it is today, should come out and support our rightful candidate. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Chijoke, for joining the program. And of course, thank you so much, Mwafo Emmanuel. Thank you for being part of the show. And I must tell you that you've given clarity as regards to your movement compared to the movement that we're hearing. I would just hope that your bidding and your hopes, is being met by the ADC, having Kwankwaso and the Kwankwasians movement join, your movement, which happens to be the Village Boys. You've heard from the Village Boys now, so you should actually think about it. But all I'm just saying here is, for everybody in Nigeria, if you know you don't have your PVC, go get it, because that's the only thing you can actually do, regardless of the political party you want to vote for, but you need your PVC.